It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Falcons on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They return home after playing in... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season. And we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On first down, Harper. He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On first and 10, Harper. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver, complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Oh, nice move. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like
and he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. From the gun, Harper. Throw left side complete. That's Dawson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now for that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 95 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 76 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line. Every time they go to the bench, you tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Alvarado. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, a gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down. Harper. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Alvarado. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw here. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Seahawks take back over. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. They go play action here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go, baby. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Time to go to work.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by Howard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. He gets away from one. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Looking to throw. Harper. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So thanks to the late touchdown, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's... First and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run on 1st down. Mobley, they juked him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw on 2nd down, Harper. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Harper, he finds his man, complete. It's Dawson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Mobley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the third.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one is going.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he finds Howard complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He finds his man, complete. That's Alvarado. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bishop. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harper. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Harper. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bishop. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Bishop. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bishop. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Caught on the slant. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it.
On first down, Mobley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mobley. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run on first down. Faulkner. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Harper. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation.
Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Alvarado. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. It's Bishop. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now this throw caught left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Harper. He finds his man complete. It's Harper. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015.